Wow. Okay. So it's been a long time.
It's been
We
like over a year. Yeah, it's been almost a year and a half, hasn't it?
I think it might have been longer, actually.
No.
Yeah, because I don't know that we have done anything together since before COVID hit. It's kind of this AC BC, before COVID, after COVID kind of thing, and this
Right.
2 years in between has yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right, for all of you who love our giggles, you're going to get a lot of
no,
them
you're gonna
today.
get them, yeah, because it's been a while, right?
It has been. It has been. All right, but what do we have today?
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, turn. There we go. Woo!
Woo! We got our book. We got our book. It's
So
all on our
look at the
iPad.
difference in the covers. So
Oh my
that's your
gosh.
cover in the US, and this is the cover in the UK. So
Oh,
little bit at the bottom.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now to find the time to read it.
Yeah. Right. So
Oh.
some of you may be wondering, where the hell have Jamie and Terry been? Are there any more podcasts coming? What have we been up to during the pandemic? Because hey, we've not been doing anything.
Are you still
We
alive?
had a pandemic. Yeah. I'll let Jamie start since everybody's life changed in March 2020. So
oh gosh, yeah. So before pandemic, I took on kind of full-time role at Sarum College, and I think we talked about that a little bit, that just things were getting quite busy before we started. And then during the pandemic, I took a still full-time but different role, which is more, well, kind of development, senior management at the college. So considering the fact that we had to close because of lockdowns in the UK, and so much of our income was related to hospitality, B&B, hotel kind of bookings and conference venue hire, that kind of stuff. My couple of years has been spent kind of keeping the place afloat as much as possible and keeping education happening online and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't been here and been working my ass off, but as far as having fun and getting to do Outlander stuff, no, it hasn't happened very much. So as much as I would have loved to have been continuing doing podcasts and everything, it just had to take a back seat. So yeah, so that was me, really. We're okay though, we're healthy, and yeah, got some new woofers. I was kind of not new, but it's been a couple of years, so life has changed a bit for that. So other than that, yeah, we're okay. What about you, Terry?
Great. Same thing. It's like people fell into two camps here, at least. Folks who lost their jobs and had nothing to do, or their clients dried up and they were like desperate for things to do. So they cleaned their house. Yeah. I did not, because I have never worked so hard in my life. And I think I mentioned this the last time maybe that we had conversation about this, but yeah, I've not worked so hard. My job shifted and changed. I was doing events management. Of course, events is gone. And fortunately, I'm working at the local PBS NPR affiliate. So a lot of the work that I do shifted and changed to doing community engagement work at home, and really trying to keep trying to be a support role for the arts and culture community here in Richmond, which has been very fulfilling and a lot of work. Again, a lot more work than I ever thought would happen to me. And so also been writing a lot. I have been on shoots. You can see me in episode 6 of Swagger. I did make the cut. You'll see me in a couple of other things coming up. But yeah, a lot of writing and just not a lot of time for anything else, including Outlander. I wanted to go back and reread all of the books, and
that was my plan too, or at least the last one, at least movie, so I could seamlessly kind of move into the new book.
It just didn't even happen. Yeah, it didn't even happen. It's been it's been, and everybody else has dealt with this. It's been a crazy year
Yeah.
and a half, or a year or 5. I'm not sure anymore because
It has
time is
just
really
become this warp
slippery.
of time. Yeah.
It's very
Oh
slippery
gosh.
now.
Yeah, and then
But
folks here, I mean, it was slightly different in the sense, well, I mean, I guess, yes, some people did lose their jobs, but on the whole, they went on furlough. So if they didn't need to be working, the government paid for folks to just basically be not working for a little while, and then they
wow.
could come back. And so there were a lot of people that were on furlough here. So they were being paid, but for 80% of their salaries. So there are a lot of people who quite enjoyed lockdown from the way they talk about it. Like, I sorted my life out. I'm doing all these crazy things now. It's so great. And I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous of those folks who got to,
Sort their lives out. I would really love to sort my
enjoy.
life out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I'm also one of those people. I mean, of course, this isn't me like giving my resignation or anything, but like, how the folks who are,
Yeah.
was it like 60% of people are changing their jobs right now as
Yeah.
a result of
It's the
everything?
great
I'm like,
resignation. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I'm feeling that.
I'm
The question about, is this the kind of life I want to live? I don't know.
Yep. No, I absolutely get it. It's been a long time coming, this balance, this balancing out of those who employ and those who have to do whatever they are told, or else they lose their jobs. And that's kind of been the thing that they've hung over people's heads since 2008, when we had the Great Recession. And so I'm finding that people are like, yeah, I can do this on my own then. And they go out and they are doing that. We've experienced some at my office. We've had layoffs as well. So it's and I'm still there somehow. So and like I said, there are really good parts to the job. It's a lot right now, and I'm hoping that we can catch up with the amount of work that we have to do, because there's, when you're working in nonprofit, especially nonprofit media, there's just so much need out there. But we digress. Yes, we digress.
You're listening to this video to hear us whine about our jobs.
No,
We are here
not.
because we're
You're not.
excited about the new book, despite the lack of time.
So we haven't really, I mean, I just woke up this morning. It's still fairly early here in the US. I haven't looked at this at all, except to see that there are 5 sections of this. And so I think what we would like to do, since we're not providing, and let me just segue from everything we've said with crazy jobs and pandemic brain, we're probably not going to be doing the podcast, at least in the near future. We feel like we put in some really solid work with the seasons that we gave. And we have a lot more that we could cover, but right now we're just not in a place professionally that we can do this.
Yeah.
So
it requires, it's not just about us getting together and talking, but requires all the background work of the editing and the posting and the media stuff of it too. So so we would love to. We miss you guys, and we miss everybody being around and having these kind of conversations. So yeah.
But yeah, it takes a lot of work to prepare for it. It takes a lot of work in post to get it up there. And I know you all appreciate it. We loved doing it, but at the same time, this is a little bit easier, and you get to see our faces. So, so what Jamie and I talked about is maybe after each section, we could come back here and kind of go, what'd you think? What'd you think of this section? Much like what we were doing for each episode of Outlander in the last several seasons. Just to kind of reconnect and say, well, what did you think? And we'll be taking notes, particularly notes on theology and religion and spirituality and how that's playing out. Jamie's already identified a few chapters that have got some Christian scriptural callbacks.
And song titles and poetry and stuff like that too. But yeah, Diana, it looks like she's continuing the vein of using scripture and using the Bible as kind of popular things that we would know, perhaps. Well, I don't know, not all the time, but yeah, as means of communicating themes or something. So we'll see. I'm really interested to see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited to get back to her reading again. I've read quite a few things since then. Obviously, it's been what, 4 or 5 years since we've seen a new book. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into her style of writing. I'm looking forward to getting back into this family of mine that I've missed for the last few years.
It'll be like a family reunion.
I
Because
know.
hey,
really
Brianna
good.
and Roger are back. Hey, the
We left
house.
with such a
Right.
cliffhanger, and so yeah, very excited about getting back into it.
And I need another book to sort of lose myself in. I've been reading all kinds of stuff, but fairly uninspired recently. So yeah, be nice.
Yeah. So once we have finished the book, and we hope that you don't have to read along with us, but we hope that you will. When we finish this book, we're hoping that it bottoms us out, because this is a really long book.
Almost 1,000 pages. Be still my heart.
969
the happier
pages.
I am.
But once we finish this, we're hoping that we somehow get, not too long after that, the season of Outlander 6th season will come back to Starz Network, and we can start watching that and giving our opinions and our giggling and all of that stuff. So.
Yeah, that'll be fantastic. It'll be fun to have that bit about again. So yeah, I've missed it. It's been too long. So
yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, we hope you all have your book.
Yes.
We hope you all are ready to go.
Yes.
You enjoy this trip and this journey. We're looking forward to it. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the setup for the last book.
Yeah.
I understand Diana has already started writing that one. And
oh,
so
really?
Yeah. She has said that she's already started writing it. Right. So I'm very excited about that. I'm looking forward to seeing what this has to offer, and seeing what the setup for the last 30 years has been. Yeah.
Oh, it'll be so good to be back, not just with the Frasers, but also with you and with all our listeners and watchers. So cool. Well, we will see you soon when we'll do part 1. And
all right.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Enjoy reading. Get some tea.